Be Heard Amplified is BRIC's new community engagement initiative. We're taking from our popular town hall series and we're doing a bunch of community engagement programs, live events, education classes to make sure that members of our Brooklyn community are able to tell their own stories through their own voices. So we have been working with Clara Mohammed's School of the Masjid in Bed-Stuy to do video storytelling classes with young teenagers.
For you guys who are focusing on masjid and the community here, think about locations that you want to go in the neighborhood. What is it that you like to film that we can use as a B-roll?
It's a boutique school, which means that there are not a lot of students, so we can give them an individualized attention, and we get to know, all of the teachers know all of the students at all times.
Very often we're talking about Arab Muslims, South Asian Muslims, but here in the neighborhood of Bed-Stuy is a vibrant, diverse Muslim community that's been around for decades.
This masjid itself was founded by Malcolm X, and so having that legacy is really important to the area and to the people here.
Here at the Clara Mohammed School of Masjid Khalifa. The foundation is Islamic. What makes it so important is that we teach our children about morals. Morals come first.
So we have about 12 students in the class, mostly from this neighborhood.
I want to start a film about this mosque, so I want to start from a wide shot outside, taking a shot from this building.
We introduced the project, which is a broad topic, Muslim experience in Brooklyn.
Write down the name of people who you like to interview. Come up with 10 names that you absolutely like to interview for this film.
The first few sessions, 3-4 sessions, were dedicated to techniques of documentary filmmaking. We went over camera handhold versus tripod, using tripod. We talked about different points of views, we talked about different shots, we talked about different types of documentaries and storytellings. We also went over interview techniques and how to create a safe environment for the subject to talk about their experience. It's challenging because we're working with a team of students, team of youth who never did a film or they never participated in a filmmaking project.
Very often adults are the ones making decisions for young people, and we are telling their stories and we're telling them how to be and how not to be. But young people have a voice, they have things to say. What better way to actually empower young people who are unapologetically themselves?
I hand-selected the group of kids that you have because I felt like they were the ones that would be able to create with each other what you were looking for and be heard.
Partnershiping with BRIC has been the most rewarding venture for my children, for the youth here in this community, because it's given them so much. In the Holy Quran, it tells us that Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, has created us with different tribes. Sometimes the children don't get the exposure to other cultures. They're often sitting around and listening to everyone tell their story to them, listening to someone else's voice. But this partnership has offered them the fortitude of not only just telling their own story, but also learned how to use the equipment. They're able to now do it on their own, and it can only just open up new avenues for them.
I'm very lucky to work with this team and these students because they are motivated and they're excited about this project.
My hope for these kids in finishing this program is that they've learned how to understand how their voices matter. They've learned how to be heard. They've learned how to be seen. And they've learned how to see others behind the lens and like critically thinking about it in an artistic way, but also in a humanistic way.
And so Be Heard Amplified, I think, is really fulfilling all of the needs that a particular neighborhood may have when it comes to having agency over their own narrative.